Morning, comrades. I'm south of Port Hardy in Fort Rupert. That's what the place is called. Kind of stayed here on this little beach, but supposedly some locals just went by and I wasn't supposed to. Yet locals yesterday told me, some other ones, like, oh yeah, just park on the beach here. It's like, we haven't seen it before, people park on the beach, but doesn't mean you can't. There's no signs that say, hey, do not go on the beach kind of thing, only like up the beach. But yeah, some locals just now like gave me the speech. Anyway, so kind of finishing my morning coffee here and a little bit of walks for Misha as well. Like I neglected him yesterday a little bit. Buddy, say hello. Tide is coming in kind of quick here, so I should get out. Seen previous videos, you can go back to the beginning of the series and kind of start watching how I got to where I got to, and maybe discover a few cool places you may want to visit on Vancouver Island. But so I'm here at Fort Rupert. I need to zip to Port Hardy, refuel. I'm not gonna bother do shopping. I have enough of supplies. I'm really out for one night, doing 2-hour drive or 2.5-hour drive or something to this place here. It's Grand Bay right there. This marker is just a town called Winter Harbor. I'll probably stop by on the way out, check it out, see what's up. I kind of cancelled going to San Joseph Bay here. Here I'll switch to maps.me. That has better indication of some of its national parks and so on. See like how easy it is to tell on that map where some kind of parks are, or camping or whatever. See green dots. So right here you can clearly see and read Grand Bay. So you park kind of here and there's like 8-minute walk, versus San Joseph Bay here. You park somewhere here and it's somewhere here, and it's a 40-minute hike. Not cool, but you can camp on the beach, like with a tent. You can camp on the beach here. And Grand Bay, I'm not gonna do it in the tent. I have Ferret on board. I can just kind of leave him in the car while I'm chilling over there. So I'm just gonna kind of hang out the whole day on the beach. We are BC Forest Service recreation site. This is Georgia Lake. Yeah, lots of mosquitoes here, that's for sure. Feel like I've been cheated a little bit. I don't think it would work with the detour, especially with this kind of campground. I thought it would be like, bam. It's alright. May as well explain here a little bit. So there is only up here, northern end of Vancouver Island, you can't camp anywhere on the beach. The roads don't lead to any beach. The minimum here is like, let's say this Grand Bay, where you have to hike 10 minutes. San Joseph, you have to hike 40 minutes or so. You can camp on the beach, just, you know, you can get your car over there. It's not just Google Map, it's satellite images, it's maps.me. I checked, I talked to various people already, some locals. Let's switch to satellite image. Come on. And I'll show you beauty of Cape Scott. So if you do hike here, there you go, you got white sandy beaches here. There's one bay, and the actual cape is this. You got white sandy beach, beautiful kind of lagoon bay on one side. On the other side, I guess high tides disconnects, but the campground is somewhere here with tents, right? So you're camping right here. Probably amazing spot for sure, this whole area. Look at this. There's mushroom here. There's like tons of them over here. Tons of them on this side. And here and here and here everywhere. I think what these are, I could be wrong. I'll pick them up and see. No, these are kind of bundled here. But yeah, even this one's bundled. I think what these are is white chanterelles. I'm gonna pick some and I'll check the book when I arrive at camp. And we are about to enter a little town or village called Holberg. Small gas station here, and it's open. Holberg store, so okay, it's like general store, fishing, charters even. Pretty much all these roads leading to this here, everything maintained by this WFP company, forestry company. Pretty much all recreational sites and so on. So let's see where we are here. Yeah, so we are here, and we need to get down to right there, and tomorrow Winter Harbor, and all the way drive back to Port McNeill, actually right here. So guy the other day kept saying the name Hatch Beach, I'm like, show me on the map. He wasn't sure. So yeah, Grant Bay, and that's where Hatch Beach is. Oh, Top Knot Beach. So Top Knot Beach here, and I guess this path here, and that one is Hatch. And this one is Palmerston Beach. I didn't see it on the map. It doesn't seem like it reaches. Some kind of a house there, or something. And Raft Cove, surfboard sign, so I guess it's like really cool for surfing. This one, St. Joseph Bay, like medallions, those medallions, dollar medallions. I was gonna drive to Quatsino. Well, not Quatsino, like someone said that this path here, driving like this road here, is very scenic supposedly. Someone called it like a cool road, at least in my notes. On the map it says cool road. Not cool, but cool. I don't know, maybe locals call it cool. Anyway, supposedly scenic here. Quiet. Little harbor. Yeah, it's a big boy. With some extreme tires. Not plasticky and all that, like, you know, general trucks. It's all freaking steel here. A Michelin brand. The tire name is XHD1A. Interesting. I tried to check the other tire too. There's no specs here. Some size comparison of a big boy. Huh? And that's it. Here we are. It says Grand Bay Recreational Area, little trail. I'm probably thinking I'm gonna migrate after, since there's time. It's 3:40. Maybe camp out by Winter Harbor or something. Alright, not gonna forget this time. Garmin charge 73%, good. Bear spray and trusty knife that's turned to full part handle. Goodbye, Mr. Beast. Well, the trail is actually nice. It's kind of wide enough, depending what time of the year. Oh, someone even put like a mat of some kind from sliding. Anyway, yeah, it's muddy. This nice forest that kind of looks like redwoods, almost. just with smaller trees. Well, with a few exceptions actually. This tree is like, width-wise, probably like 8 of me. It's a big one. Yeah, I see some growth, a few mushrooms here and there. I did pack a bag with me for that specific reason. On the way back, if I see something, I'll pick it up. Comrades, I'm gonna sit there for a little bit, enjoy this beer. The water here is gorgeous, like very pale blue. It definitely does remind of Mexico right now, you know, Atlantic side. Beautiful water, absolutely. As this is enjoyable, it's still not Baja. It doesn't recreate that experience. I miss that place so much. It's definitely warmer. It's freaking cold here. Western side for sure is colder than eastern side because it's open ocean here. Well, same applies, like I was saying the other day, for or maybe in this video actually, for Baja. You know, when you're on the west side, it's windier and colder than on Sea of Cortez. It's just, even driving here, you know, like, I kind of mentioned it in the series, I think 36 Day Overland, or maybe Mexico one, the first Baja trip. But I like to see vistas all the time. The problem with all these Canadian bushes here, you know, trees, all these trails, is there's only a few times you get like a clearing and an actual vista. The rest of the time you're just surrounded by bushes. So like driving here was actually kind of boring. I was like, you know, there's nothing to see except the beach here, right? Which is nice, but the road itself was kind of boring because it's just forestry road. Both sides, tall trees, you see nothing, no vistas. When I go down south, States, Mexico, whatever, the deserty places, semi-deserty, whatever, there's always some kind of hills and mountains and everything you see in the distance because there is no trees obstructing your views on each side. And I definitely prefer that. The more I cruise Canada, the more I realize that I'm more of a coconuts and palm trees kind of guy. I really am. I'm not that kind of Russian that likes cold or grew up in cold. You know, it's misconception like, oh, you're Russian, you must be fine with cold or whatever. And it's not true, because for example on my island where I'm from, which is similar nature is here, except for BC, Vancouver, which is kind of like an island in itself when there is no snow in the winter, you drive like an hour or two away, there's full on winter. But it's like maybe like -5, it gets like around minus like 0, -5, -10 maybe, you know. Of course, the more you drive north, the colder it gets. But the BC is very big province, very big. You know, I haven't even driven up north in the summertime yet. And like the maximum I ever experienced in Russia on my island was -15. Well, okay, I think once there was a blizzard, -20. I was a kid, whatever. But in age, rememberable age, the maximum was like -15, and we're wearing like 3 layers of clothing kind of thing. And I was never a fan of snow.
I like warm seas, warm lakes, somewhere down south, you know, when it's sunny. The more I live in Vancouver now, past couple of years, now that I started traveling and going, well, I traveled before as well, right? Like, I flew by plane, different countries, before the whole gear into adventure, before the whole overlanding took me over. But it was like hoteling, you know, Airbnb with Faber, this kind of thing, Thailand, Costa Rica, Dominican, whatever, Mexico, Germany, and so on. But it was nice in its own way. But ever since I started doing this, I like this stuff, driving to places, seeing for myself all the little villages, little towns, you know, like really experiencing places. You don't really get that when you're hoteling and flying places. So I really want to go down south, you know, the whole route to Argentina one day. I have to do it. I watch van lifers, subscribe to a bunch of channels. Max and Lee, I think, is one of them. Alex and something. Matinees. They used to be called something. Now they're Matinees. Like, I watch all these channels, van lifers. It's like awesome. That's exactly what I want to do. Just not as a van lifer. No. I'm actually surprised. Some of their vans are not equipped for anything at all. Going to third world countries like this, when there's barely any pavement anywhere you go, I'm surprised these guys. And you know, I've seen some videos where they get stuck and rely on locals to get unstuck and whatever. I'm just like, God, you guys are like so unprepared for any of this. Still, whatever, it's part of adventure. They travel, they enjoy, but they have big enough subscriber base that it allows them to not be rich by any means. Trust me, I'm running a YouTube channel for 3 years, small YouTube channel. At this rate, there is no money in this. It's more like a hobby right now. Maybe it will grow one day, maybe it will pay for gas, I don't know. Right now it's breaking even to even run, you know, to cover the cost of running the channel, because I pay for licensed music, blah blah blah, SEO tools, this and that. You know, there is a variety of stuff. It's like, boom, 50 bucks a month gone, just run YouTube channel. So now I'm kind of like at the point where it's like, okay, it's about 50 bucks a month where I'm getting an ad revenue, something like this. And maybe one day I'll get to that point where I'll be able to sustain the channel will be able to sustain my down to earth, not like right now, because right now I'm still on trips like this. I'm not cutting my expenses down as much as I try to. I'm not being really frugal. If I had to, I could be more frugal, for sure, more frugal. Change my diet, this and that, buy things, cook things, and so on. So I could cut down the costs. And maybe, you know, one day, yeah, I don't know, maybe my YouTube channel will allow me to actually fulfill some of his dreams, or maybe not. Maybe I'll have to work my way through some other way. But anyway, that's just I was just sitting there on the beach while this was time-lapsing, just thinking about life, about things, just enjoying nature here, analyzing, comparing to Baja, kind of. It's just like, I so want to return there for like a good half a year and just chill, just explore every little point, every little beach on satellite image, and show you guys as well. And for sure, whatever happens in life, first opportunity I get to do semi full-time travel, not fully, semi, it would probably be Baja for like a good half a year exploration, maybe jump to mainland a little bit, you know, explore a little bit of Jalisco State, Nayarit, maybe. Avoid Sinaloa and most places. I've heard bad stories about northern states there on the coast. But that would be probably that big chunk, first kind of somewhat taste of full timing. that I want to do at some point before I'm ready for who knows in how many years and in whichever means to just hit south. Again, maybe this rig, maybe a bigger rig of some kind, definitely not a van. But with the way finances are working out and this rig, and I see other people and so on, chances are I'm gonna have this rig for a while. And in many ways I love it. In some ways I don't hate it necessarily, but I can totally see, like, after a year living out of that, it will get tiresome. Like, if it's down south, not as much, a little easier, warmer weather, you can dry clothing, you can wash clothing in the river, this sort of thing, you know. Like, up here in north, in the northern states or Canada, could only be seasonal summertime, that's it. I wouldn't be able to do full-time in this rig out here. It's just cold. It's beyond a month or two, it would become really uncomfortable. Just small space and not having shower and, you know, those accommodations. Just sharing thoughts, you know. Some of you guys that follow me closely for a while, I appreciate it. Some of you guys tuning in are gonna be like, click, I'm done.
Check this out. I think I scored something really good here. I'm not sure what it is. I'm gonna pick it up and open my book. Welcome to Winter Harbor Village. Harbor Community Museum, it says. So this is the Marina RV campground, deployed. Asked the guy, like, hey, where's the office? He's like, I'm the office. Chatted with him a little bit. And, well, let's see here. So this is like a general store over there. Tiny one. And basically, I chatted with him. He mentioned, yeah, the whole thing here kind of died off in the 70s. This used to be saltwater ice producing plant, because fishermen, before they got refrigeration, all that stuff on boats, they would come here for some ice. It used to be big fishery business here until things kind of died off in the 70s. Now it's mainly tourism in the summer months, and he's like, for winter time there's maybe like 6 people that stay actually here. And like, can you get to Port Hardy in the winter, right? Snow and stuff. He's like, we barely get any snow here. And that's kind of what I'm counting for Washington. This trip in the winter that I want to do is, if I hug the coast, there's likely gonna be no snow at all. Just do some climbing, whatever, chill. What is it that I gathered today? What is this? It smells super nice, like super mushroomy, really good. It was a lucky guess, but I scored a chicken mushroom here. Oh, hen of the woods. I said chicken of the woods, so there is that kind, hen of the woods. So it's kind of interesting that this chicken mushroom is listed in this category here, but it's also listed in polypores category as well, and stocked polypores. Oh, okay, I see. So it can be like a little different sometimes. So as you can see, it's got a very yellow underbelly, just like the book. Right? It's very curvy. Smells absolutely mushroomy nice. And yeah, it refers even to the same page, both of these ones. So I'm gonna read up to confirm. Right. This is edibility. It says choice, made in November is the time it grows. All the description of how it is completely checks out. Even though it's choice edible, there are some comments here, like for example, when it ages it becomes a little bit indigestible and can cause allergic reaction like swollen lips, but when it's in its prime, and this is in prime, it's really it's really fresh.
Oh yeah, the main comment here, the reason it's called actually chicken mushroom is when prepared, it tastes like chicken. That's what it says. Well, let's not find out.
What I put are white chanterelles. I'm probably wrong, because it doesn't seem to grow like chanterelle or have this membrane, or I don't know, whatever you call it, like chanterelle. Well, let's see. This is what white chanterelle looks like, and this is what my mushrooms look like. It's kind of similar, but not the same. Anchovies, these are definitely not white chanterelles. So here it is. White chanterelle looks kind of like this, right? More cone-like. And then I got these guys right here. Crowded white clitocybe. It's poisonous. And reading description and seeing how they are, and one key thing in the description for these guys was they grow on sides of roads, and that's exactly where I picked them up. I think I'll let Misha sleep with me tonight. It's kind of cold in here. I'll grab him, put him in a sleeping bag. Grab Misha out, it's freaking pouring now. Yeah, he's not in agreement with what's going on. Yeah. He knows his place now. It's just gonna come here to relax. So he's sleeping over me tonight. He's got his setup here. Water, little food. Go for it.
It really is quite good.
Get up.
The purity, of course, I'm speaking.
Yeah, come on. It's okay.
And I can't.
So I ran out of onions. What I'm gonna do is cook this chicken mushrooms on their own. A little bit of garlic. Some spices over there. I don't want to dilute the taste with potatoes or corn or olives, so this is a separate thing. I'm gonna do potatoes with olives and corn. Never tried this combo, it's kind of weird combo, but whatever. And some garlic. Yeah, so, and then I'll sprinkle it with some parsley, a little bit. It's all cooked up, so I tried already a couple of pieces. On a couple of pieces I couldn't tell that it's like, you know, chicken taste, but the thicker pieces, let's see here. So this is the thick piece. It's not the same, but there is actually a resemblance of chicken taste and a little bit of something else, but otherwise, yeah, kinda tastes like chicken. Hey comrades, don't forget to hit that like button and also leave a comment, and if you haven't subscribed yet, you should by hitting that subscription button and also bell notification next to it, so you can actually get my video updates both in notification in your video feed, and as well you can support this channel if you like my videos through PayPal or Patreon in the links down below or just after this video.